welcome to the boardroom. I'm your host Ntlalontle Ngcakaza, and today we are launching the OPPO Watch X and the Neopad, and I'm joined by Fourie, he's the head of operations and go-to-market at OPPO. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thank you very much for having us.
Yes.
Thank you.
What does head of operations entails? What's your day-to-day duties here at OPPO?
Sure. Well, I suppose my day-to-day duties surrounds me serving the team, right? Whatever the team needs, I'm there to do. No, so effectively, I do all the operational work at OPPO, making sure that the product is at the end user's hands at the right time as well.
Yeah.
Okay.
And tell us about this project of the Watch X and the Neopad. Just take us through the journey of getting that product to the hands of the customer and what you guys were taking as far as the market is concerned.
So yeah, I mean, it's a product that, OPPO Watch X especially has been a product that we've been waiting for quite a while, right? Just recently when OPPO announced it globally, we put our hands up and we said, South Africans need this product as soon as possible, right? So what's our journey like in South Africa? When we launched in 2020, we brought the smartphone, right? Because the smartphone is the core of the product, right? It's at the heart, it's our communication device, it's our wallet, etc. So we really focused around the core of the OPPO brand, which is the smartphone. But of course, users want more. Because as users now, by having the smartphone, they're saying, okay, fine, but how about the watch? How about the buds? How about the pad? And that's really now prompted us on our fourth year now to start adding more products for our OPPO users. Okay? Because we are seeing already the millionth OPPO user in South Africa, and these people are now also rotating, being on their second and third generation of OPPO smartphones. So now it's a case for us to bring more product and more OPPO branded product to our end users.
Tell me more, Liam, when you look at this product, very nice product, is good on the eye. What else can you tell the consumer, who's looking to maybe buy a device or even a smart active device like a watch for that matter?
I think the best way for me to describe it is actually to give you a bit more of a personal content, right? Because at the end of the day, I'm a consumer. I'm a tech consumer. I love my technology, etc. So for me as a consumer and I'm going to use the smartwatch as the example, it's always been a frustrating part for me about smartwatches, right? Because the smartwatch premises, they're really there. It allows me for my notifications and allows obviously my health tracking, my sleep tracking. But as I said, we demand more out of our smartwatches these days now, right? As we now integrate our homes into the Internet of Things, right? So our homes are connected now, our lights are connected, our vacuum cleaners are connected. My frustration as an end user has always been a case of, if I have the smartwatch, can my smartwatch communicate with all of these devices? I'm a Googler. I love Google. My smartphone is Android. My tablet is Android. My pad is Android. My TV is Google TV. My lights are controlled by Google Assistant. Why must my watch have a different operating system? And that is why I am so proud of the fact of having now this Wear OS watch that is the software is made by Google. It makes sense. So now I'm running one operating system from my car to my house to my entertainment devices, all running one solution, which means everything can communicate seamlessly. So that's been really the needs analysis for bringing OPPO Watch X to South Africa. And of course, Watch X, in terms of having to appeal to that tech enthusiast about controlling your Google ecosystem around it, of course it's also there for the sporting enthusiasts, right? Because we know people are becoming fitter, people are more conscious of their health. So all the functions are there in terms of all your health tracking, sleep tracking. It measures your oxygen saturation in your blood. It measures your heart rate, as the example. But also using this dual band GPS technology, you've got a lot more accurate GPS information as well. So whether you're out hiking in the mountains or the woods, rest assured you're always connected to your mapping content. And that for me is one of the really critical things about the OPPO Watch X. And of course, now we're cramming all this information, all this technology and all these sensors into the products, right? What happens to the battery life? It's more demanding, right?
Yeah.
So that's why this is the world's first dual chipset, dual OS smartwatch. Because on smart mode, it really crams out and it uses these dual GPSs. So, but of course, that can only last you so long, 100 hours to be in fact. But I don't want to charge my watch every 4 days, do I? So that's why in our light mode, which still switches, which still keeps all your sensors on, your sleep tracking, all your health tracking, even your always on display, you're still getting 12 days of battery life out of that product. That's something that we are super proud of launching in South Africa.
Yeah. And with the other devices in the market, well, what was the loophole? What would you like this one to communicate? I mean, are you going for the #1 device? I remember we were just chatting briefly and you were saying like you're not particularly going for that spot, but you just want to make a way for yourself as OPPO.
Look, at the end of the day, I'm pretty sure that, you know, the big sporting enthusiasts and stuff like that, they do use, you know, Bradley spoke to us earlier about these aviation devices, etc., etc. So yes, we're not necessarily appealing to the niche user. What we're appealing to is the user of typical OPPO product over there, to say this product is strong enough to go and do your comrades marathons, plus obviously it's elegant enough when you're sitting in that boardroom over there that people still look at that and go, what a beautiful watch. So that is really the user that we're appealing to, is to say something that is beautiful, but that's got very, very powerful functionality. Even so much so, we're even appealing to the snorers out there. The product has got something called snore analysis on as well. Cool. So what it does is it switches the microphones on, and it's going to look at your heart rate and listen to your snoring. So it's going to give you recommendations about how to improve your sleep as well.
Awesome, awesome. And so what is next for OPPO? And maybe before that, how lucrative is this market? Because we see a lot of these devices, and because now you guys, is this the first one?
We've actually previously brought the fitness tracking watch to South Africa. It was called OPPO Band, okay? And OPPO Band very sold well for us, right? We sold out very quickly. This business is good business, right? Is smartwatches, because why? Like I said, is users are having their smartphones. We typically, on average, look at our smartphones about 150 to 200 times a day. Because why? Sometimes we're using our smartwatches to even tell the time. But now every time I have to take my smartphone out and I switch on the screen just to tell the time, I'm draining battery and I'm wasting time as well, right? And that's the purpose of having the smartwatch, right? Because I'm still able to see all my notifications, to see all my information without having to power on the smartphone. Like Bradley even mentioned over there, is you can even send your WhatsApp voice notes through the watch as well. Something that typically other smartwatches can't really do out there.
But would you say, Liam, we're getting active or we're getting lazier with these smartphones and devices at our exposure? I mean, like, are people generally getting fitter?
I would hope so. I would really hope so. Personally, myself, I am trying my utmost best to stay fit. And you know what, to be honest, that's why I love this type of device. Because it keeps reminding me to stay fit, right? It keeps telling me to move. It keeps telling me if I've missed my goals as well. And you know what, I said to my healthcare insurance provider, I was like, hopefully finally, now with a smartwatch I can get off blue status.
Yeah, no, man. And the Neopad also, let's touch more on it, because also we know the other brands who have actually, you would say they've monopolized the market, but this device is very sleek, and it's not small, but like it's flexible, you know, like it's easy on you and it's easy on the eye.
You know what, to be honest, when I saw this tablet, yes, it does remind me a lot about obviously some of the products out there, but I think that is the beauty of it. Right? It is an absolute stunning product, and that's something that we pride ourselves at with OPPO, is our products are beautiful. Right? And that's the reason for bringing this product to South Africa, is to say, you've fallen in love with the OPPO phone. Now, why not use the OPPO Pad as well? Fall in love with the OPPO Pad. And the beauty of having the OPPO Pad, which runs obviously Android software, but we also put a layer on top called the Color OS. And the beauty of having the Color OS is it works together with a smartphone, it works together with a smartwatch, it works together with the buds, and it's a seamless experience. So for example, I can be on my smartphone and I can copy something from my smartphone and I can simply just open on my pad and paste it. So it automatically moves content seamlessly between phone and pad. And that's the beauty of what we say, use the OPPO ecosystem, and that will really enhance your life, both work and play.
No, man, this is a beautiful device, and
and powerful. Hey, beauty meets power with this bad boy over here. Yeah. Because not only
and the battery life, you know, with load shedding in South Africa, how's the battery life?
That's 100%. That's for me the strong point about this product, right? Because let's be honest, we live in a country that's got some power issues, right? And typically now, if the TV is not being able to power, it's a little bit difficult to keep using your smartphone for the content. So that's why I have OPPO Pad, right? For me, this is my entertainment device more than anything, right? With quad speakers on there, okay? So I've got the full Dolby Atmos experience with its quad speakers. But that means absolutely nothing if the product's not going to last. Okay, so we've crammed a massive 8,000 milliamp battery into this. Now, what 8,000 milliamps effectively is going to give you is full day streaming. You're going to stream your Netflix, you're going to stream all your HDR content on this product, and it's going to keep lasting it. Plus, obviously, at OPPO, we pride ourselves on our battery technology, right? We make our own battery charging technology. We are world's leaders in battery charging technology. OPPO's got the world's fastest charging smartphone as the example. This product also supports the SuperVOOC solution. Now, SuperVOOC is, and I'm not going to tell our users the full words of what SuperVOOC means. All it means, and all you need to know what it means, is it is a lightning fast charging technology. All right. The product, when you find yourself running a little bit low on juice, when you plug it in, it's going to go into the rapid charging and quickly recharge itself so that you're ready for the next power outage.
Tell us also more because about this South African market and what you guys, why you have identified this market to major and distribute and do business in this market, and also your plans for expansion to the other African territories.
Of course, South Africa is the economic hub of Africa, right? And definitely it makes a lot of sense to have availability of the OPPO brand here in South Africa, because it's something that South Africans always love new technology and adopt new technology for us. So the South African consumer is really primed for new technology. And it was a no-brainer for us at OPPO to come to South Africa and set up shop here for the long term, because we know that South Africans it's a warm place to have warm products, something that appeals to us as humans, and that's not just a robotic product. So that is why we chose South Africa, and obviously being the hub over here, we are able to then expand into the other territories, which we have done so. Right? We've got product available in the other SADC countries, the likes of Mozambique, Botswana, Namibia. You'll find the OPPO brand in these markets over there. There is OPPO brand already available in the likes of the Nigerian market, Kenyan market, Ghana market. So yes, OPPO is slowly but surely penetrating to the full continent over here to bring Africans absolutely what we call technology artistry.
Yeah, close it off, Liam. What can we look forward to? You've set the standard with these type of devices and products. What can we look forward to? What's the future for this product?
There's so much coming. I mean, we just cannot keep up at OPPO, right? So today we obviously announced OPPO X, OPPO Pad. We've also showcased some really cool, crazy product out there, the likes of the augmented reality glasses. We're bringing the digital world right in front of your eyes. We've also showcased today a liquid charger as well that cools down your smartphone while charging it as well. I call it the air conditioner for your smartphone. But we also closed off by saying OPPO AI is coming. And that is something that we're going to look forward to.
What is that?
Until next time, good sir. Until next time.
Okay. Liam, thank you so much.
Thank you very much for your time. I really do appreciate it.
Yeah, awesome. Man.
And thank you to the viewers.
Thank you. Welcome to the boardroom. I'm your host, Ntlalontle Ngcakaza, and today we are launching the OPPO X and the OPPO Neopad here in Midrand, and I'm joined by Bradley Young, who's the head of training and product at OPPO. Welcome to the show, sir.
Thanks for having me.
Good products you're launching here today.
Absolutely. I think it's definitely something the OPPO ecosystem was in need for.
Yeah. Well, what are you most excited about with these products?
So I think just for us to be able to complete the OPPO IoT ecosystem, you know, when we're talking about watches, we've had a few fitness bands over the last sort of 3.5 years that OPPO's been in South Africa, but this is our first fully fledged smartwatch. And I think for me, I'm excited. It fits my wrist a little bit better than you know, some of the fitness bands. So I'm loving this one. And then just bringing a new pad. We did introduce a Pad Air to the SA market last year. But bringing the Pad Neo, nice big display, powerful sound, great battery. It's really every content consumer's dream with this new Pad Neo.
Tell me more about this market, Brad, this smartwatch market and devices. Why are consumers engaged so much with these types of devices?
So I think everybody loves the convenience of having some type of device connected to their watch, living on their wrist. You know, you don't want to have to pull out your phone every time you're seeing a WhatsApp message come through, and it's nice to be able to just see if it's important enough to pull your phone out or not. And just being able to track your vitals, your fundamental fitness features and things like that. If you're having a quick little sleep, you can see you know, what your sleep tracking is, what's your heart rate, what's your stress levels. So I think staying informed is what having a smartwatch enables the users. And yeah, just it completes the user experience from an OPPO experience for the user.
Yeah. And also, would you say maybe once you get the consumer hooked on the watch, they're likely to go for the phone, or the other way, when they get the phone, they're likely to explore more on that product range?
Definitely, I think vice versa. You know, if you already have an OPPO smartphone, it's a great idea to get the OPPO smartwatch. It is versatile in the sense that it is running Google's Wear OS, so it is compatible with any Android device that users may have. And you know, if they've got their OPPO, they probably love their OPPO smartphone, and they'll love the watch. And if they're happy to try the Watch X, I think they'll love this enough to give OPPO as a smartphone the opportunity to, you know, be the caretaker of their communications in life.
Yeah, and with these other big brands also who seem to have more or less monopolized the market, why were you guys confident that you can make a difference and sway consumers your way?
Yeah, so I mean, it's incredibly competitive in the wearable space, and I think the one thing is we're not trying to come into the market and, you know, take over with an abundance of products. We're coming in with an incredibly versatile and solid product that checks all the boxes of what a smartwatch user is looking for. I think the price point at which it's coming at a 5,999 is very attractive as well, because it's not going to break the bank to have a great watch.
And I have a Garmin, and it's an old Garmin, and it was on that price range. So to have a new device at that price point and with the kind of features and the flexibility it has, that's also a plus.
No, absolutely. I think what the watch offers in terms of its, you know, waterproof, it's excellent GPS tracking, it's fitness tracking with over 100 different workouts that it can, you know, track you on. It really is a great product, and for us, it's just an essential item to bolster up the OPPO user and be able to give them the option of having a complete OPPO ecosystem rather than having a great phone and having to look at competitors for a smartwatch. So I think it's good timing for us to have this smartwatch now. All right, so fully fledged Android tablet from OPPO. As you can see, you do have your Play Store over there. Great device. Let's say, for example, you're going into your gallery. You've got this little quick menu over there, so it doesn't take you away from what you're currently doing. You can still go and choose additional applications, and maybe you wanted to do a little bit of a split screen option. You can just go and drag you know, the secondary application to whichever side you wanted it. Let's just leave that there for now, and you can go and adjust how much of each of these applications that you need to see. This is going to give you a nice little quick toolbar of the applications that you want on a daily basis. And I think additionally to that, I don't think I've set up the other things to make it convenient, so let me just do that quickly. Sorry about that. If I go into this one, let's just switch settings. Give me one moment.
Also, the camera is very nice.
What is not allowed? Notifications. And photos and videos allow. Just rotate it back. Don't think I have any video content on here to be able to show. Otherwise, I can just talk around. Can I flip it up also?
So good.
I can just go around, huh? Okay. Just in terms of the overview of the design and the body itself, you'll see nice metallic body, so very robust and resilient as well. Nice sort of two-tone with a shiny section over there with 8-megapixel camera on the back, as well as obviously your camera on the front over there. So you're not necessarily going to be using this to be taking your your everyday photography. That's very much what your smartphone is about, but it is a great camera in the sense that it can scan barcodes, QR codes, scan documents, and whether you're using it for business, education, or just playing around, it is a great tablet for our users. It does have quad stereo speakers, so you've got your 2 speakers on this side and 2 on that side over there. So along with a nice big 11.4-inch display, the audio is truly impressive with Dolby Atmos surround sound as well, which sounds and feels amazing.
Love it. And then the watch. I think this is my favorite.
It definitely is mine.
I'm a watch guy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is the platinum black option. This is the Mars brown. So the straps themselves are very, very easily interchangeable. It is also a very generic 22 millimeter strap. So if you ever wanted to switch out the watch strap, it's literally as simple as that. And putting it back onto the watch as well. If I just see over there, and then your watch strap is back on. So very easy to change it. Obviously the platinum black has got the darker black metal, whereas the Mars grey has got the silver frame over there. Sapphire crystal glass, so very, very strong with a stainless steel body. This crown button over here launches into your applications, which this is called the Planet View. For me, it just looks awesome to be able to quickly find your applications that you want. Things like WhatsApp, you can go and download from the Play Store, and a multitude of different applications to be able to use it. If you pull down, you've got your settings and options over there. Swipe to the left will either take you back, or it will just take you through the different widgets that you would like to use. And as you can see, all the monitoring over there. And if you hit this little button on the bottom over here, this is a quick key button. So if you press it, it jumps straight into your fitness tracking. But what I love about this is maybe you're not into fitness, you can map this button to anything you wanted to open. So if you have a preference for maybe you wanted to launch into your favorite application, you can do that rather than it launching into the fitness tracker. While we're talking about fitness tracker, if you can measure over 100 different types of sports or activities, so very versatile. And obviously in terms of your watch faces, going from something a little bit more formal to maybe something digital within a second. So whether you are putting on gym clothes or heading out to an event and need to put on a suit and tie, your watch face is matching your style as easily as that.
So what's next, Brad, for these products, and take us through the mind of the creative team at OPPO, what you guys are thinking, what is next, because now you've raised the bar.
As we go through the rest of 2024, is definitely a couple of really exciting product launches. We very much drive our Reno series as the portrait expert. So there's a lot of really exciting products that we are still going to be launched within this year to look forward to. Something else that is very exciting that we sort of teased a little bit earlier at the event was the addition of OPPO AI into the South African market. So globally we've had a few teasers into OPPO's AI capabilities. And as much as our existing products do utilize a lot of AI technology in terms of system performance, battery saving, and so on, we're looking forward to more of the trend of generative AI.
Let me ask you, Brad. When they say that you guys, the brands, when you say that maybe it has AI capabilities, do you mean that the brand has a life of its own? What do you mean?
So OPPO has recently created a Andy's GPT large language sort of AI model. We've created a lab specifically dealing with AI.
Yeah.
So that's sort of the future of where we're going with large language models and generative AI. And it'll start with simple things where, things like an AI eraser where you'll be able to remove people from pictures, but rather than just sort of smudging and blurring like might have happened in the past, it's actually regenerating the image using copyright-free images as its fundamental source of correcting the images. As we move forward with AI, there's a lot of exciting sort of language and speech improvements that the devices will be able to offer us. So currently AI is threaded throughout our devices, whereby the devices understand how you use the phones, and it will manage your battery life and application usage based on your individual usage. If you wake up in the morning and TikTok is the first thing that you jump into, TikTok will be ready waiting for you. It won't have a long sort of loading time or launch time, because it knows at this time in the morning Brad jumps onto TikTok, so it's sort of waiting and it's primed for you. At the same time, with battery consumption, the device overnight will see that Bradley is not using the device overnight, it's on charge, so it will shut down applications that it doesn't need, that you might have left, I might have left running, and shut those applications down so you use minimal power throughout the day. And also things like overnight charging, where even though the phones charge really, really quickly, you might still plug your phone in and leave it on charge overnight. And the AI will understand that your alarm is going to wake you up at 6 o'clock in the morning, so the phone will only charge to about 70 to 80% capacity, and only before your alarm wakes you up will it then send that last little bit of power. So AI, like I said, is already threaded throughout our devices and ecosystem of products, and it's something that enhances the user experience without us even realizing what it's doing. But what we are going towards is, like I say, more of the generative, helpful AI, where we actually see what AI suggests is a better option for us. And that's where the trend of most manufacturers and just the world in general is moving towards that. So we are also very, very invested in the AI discussion and progress as well.
Yes, Brad, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
There you have it, guys, from the boardroom as we launch the OPPO Watch X and the Neopad. I'm your host, Ntlalontle Ngcakaza. Very exciting times in the telecommunications space. Goodbye.